Okay, here's the deal. You subscribe and activate the notification bell, and I guarantee you that the content you're about to see will be useful for your migration process. And who knows, maybe one day you'll share your story with us. Thank you, nomads. Let's get started.
Hi nomads, welcome again. Today we have a special edition. We have a guest in this opportunity. His name is Andres Hurtado and he is a Colombian YouTuber. His channel is named Estamos de Parche, which means let's be together. He's going to tell us how was his experience of living in Canada as a Latin American immigrant. Andres, welcome to Nomads.
Well, thank you so much for this opportunity. Hi everybody, for whoever is watching this video. It's really nice to be here. This is my first time here at this studio too, so I'm very excited.
Please, before anything, tell us what motivated you to leave your country and come to Canada?
Well, it never crossed my mind to come here to Canada. My dad was the one who actually brought me here. That was 14 years ago. That's pretty much how everything happened. Like, I never asked to be in Canada. My dad was the one who actually applied for us. So once we came here, I never met my stepbrother either, so that was a chance of meeting him too. At the beginning it was a little bit rough and everything, but now it's perfect.
In that purpose, what aspects of your personality keep you remaining the idea of being here in Canada? In some point you decided, okay, I'm here in Canada, I have to adapt to this new life in this new country. So what makes you decide to stay? Because you could go back to Colombia, right?
Yeah.
But you didn't.
No, I didn't.
What keeps you here?
Okay, but first of all, it's not that anybody forced me to stay here in Canada, but I didn't want to disappoint my father. He stayed in this country for 6 years. He was working hard and everything, so we could have like a better future here, right? In my personality, I consider myself as a very social person, right? I like to share with people. I like to make people laugh a lot. I make jokes and all these things, right? So basically, I would say because I am a very social person, I adapt like too quick. I like to challenge myself a lot, so I don't give up very easily at all. So I would say, and I strongly suggest people that are watching this video, if you're planning to come to Canada, try to be like social a lot. Pretty much that's what's gonna help you out and find connections.
Let's talk about your channel. What is the purpose of Estamos de Parche?
Basically, the purpose of this channel is pretty much try to help people to get the best information that I can give from Kitchener. In my YouTube channel, I have information about Conestoga College. I have information about how you guys can go to the food banks, which is a great help for immigrants. From my own experiences, the best information that I can give you guys.
In all your experience living here in this country, have you ever felt discriminated?
I've been in Canada for the last 14 years, and I have never ever felt discrimination at all. We all know that Canada is a multicultural country. We have people from everywhere pretty much. So I can assure you that Canada has that law of zero tolerance in discrimination. So at the beginning, I would say you could feel that way probably. Because, for example, when I came to Canada, it was I didn't know any English at all. It was very hard to communicate with people. So people start giving you looks, start looking at you weird, what is this guy trying to say, right? So I didn't took it as discrimination because I understand that they are trying to understand you, and if you don't communicate pretty well, so it's pretty frustrating for them too. To me, there is no discrimination here in Canada at all. Maybe in some places, but in my personal experience, I have never experienced that before.
Now, you're a father. Please tell us what's the main challenge in this new stage in your life?
I can tell you that as a new parent, there is a lot of challenges though. If I love it, yes, I love it. I ask for it. In my mind, since I was little, I always like I always have like that thought in my mind. One day I would like to become a parent. I would like to raise a child. I would like to be there for them and like hold them, and it's a big responsibility, yes. But I would say that the biggest challenge of becoming a new parent is time management, for example. It's pretty hard because as a parent, if you plan things, it's good, but I don't think it's going to work out 100% accurate. So I would say that it's a very nice experience, very challenging, a lot of responsibility, yes. But so far it's been nice. It's just like the time management part is pretty rough. It's pretty difficult, but I love it.
Now, please tell us a story, an anecdote that you experienced in this process to adapt to this new country.
I could tell you how was my first months in Canada. They were pretty rough. They were pretty hard. I remember that I didn't have cell phone. I didn't have internet at home. I didn't have cable, because that's the way that you arrive here in Canada without nothing. So it was pretty boring. So it was try always to stay busy. Like I used to go to the library, read books. I used to go to the library and read movies. I used to play soccer even alone because I didn't have too many friends.
And people here don't play soccer.
Not too much. They focus in hockey, baseball, basketball, right? I always thank God for everything that has happened to me. The biggest blessing is my daughter, for sure, and then I would say my house. That is the main reason why I am here in Kitchener. I purchased my house, so it was a big sacrifice, man. I had 2 jobs and everything, so. And all those things, again, before I used to do a second job and everything, I used to pray, always pray. God, what do you want me to do? This and that. Next 3 days, next 4 days, I will get a message. Do you want to work? Like that. So those to me are blessings. And my job, my health, everything though. So I'm pretty thankful with God for everything that has happened to me so far, even though sometimes rough moments and everything, but that has built me up, make me stronger, have more faith. That's it.
What advice would you give to our audience when they are asking you, I would like to go to Canada, I've heard about this country, it's a beautiful place, you can have a house, the government can give you things that you don't have in this country, and they idealize something that is wrong, it's fake. What will you tell them?
Well, I can tell you 3 things. So first of all, I'm Christian, I believe in God. So my best 3 advices that I'm gonna give you guys is, before making a decision, always pray to God first. For even if it's the smallest decision that you were gonna make ever in your life, it doesn't matter how small it is. The second thing is, be mentally prepared that, as Nelson was saying, not everything that a lot of YouTubers sell on their videos, it is like that. You have to be mentally prepared that probably the first year is gonna be the roughest one, the hardest one that you're gonna ever face. Because in my experience, it was like that. It was, even though my father brought me here, he kind of knew what's going on in the country and all these things, but it's rough. The first year is rough, so be mentally prepared for that. And the third one is learn a lot of English. And the reason why I say that is because when you start living in this country, especially if in your background country you guys don't speak English, it gets a little bit harder. For example, I'm from Colombia, we don't speak English, we speak Spanish. One of the best ones, by the way. So the way I learn it is just reading a book on my free times. I used to work in Colombia and I used to read books from English, how to pronounce, the way of writing and all these things. So the most important tool that you need in Canada is communication, and you're gonna do it through speaking English. If you make yourself understand you're gonna do great things in this country. But without communication, without English, it's pretty hard.
Great advice. Actually, the reason why we do this channel in English is because we want people from everywhere understand that it's extremely necessary to speak in English because you need to communicate.
It doesn't matter what people tells you. If you have an idea in your mind and you actually believe in it, just follow that path. Because this might sound rude, but if you do things, people is gonna talk about you. If you don't do them, people is gonna talk about you. There is always that point where people is gonna like criticize you for everything. Maybe it is right for them, maybe it is not right for them. Like a lot of people tell me, oh, why are you doing this channel, this and that? I'm like, man, because I want to help people out. Well, why not? If you go to YouTube right now and you search for like kitchen information in Spanish, there's just like 3-4 people doing it, right? So I thought, why not? Just believe in your ideas, focus always, pray, and it doesn't matter again what people tell you, just fight every single day.
Great. Thank you, Andres. It's been a pleasure to have you here. Nomads, I hope you liked this interview, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and also you can subscribe to the channel of Andres. It's Estamos de Parche. It doesn't matter if you don't speak Spanish, but the thing is that we have valuable information about how to become a resident here in Canada. So don't forget to follow us on social media, and we will keep in touch. Thank you very much. Bye-bye, nomads.
Thank you for watching and subscribing. You can share this with people who you know they would appreciate it. See you around, nomads.